is News 3 Now at 10.
And good evening. You may be one of the many people breathing a sigh of relief this week. All people 16 and older in Wisconsin are now eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine.
But you might also feel some frustration trying to lock down an appointment for the shot. Madeline O'Neill nails down everything you need to know, from finding open times to what to expect once you arrive. Maddie?
Well, searching for an appointment can be intimidating. There are so many places to start that you might not know where to begin. So we wanted to put all things in one place, from finding the appointment to finally booking it. While many of us are answering the call to get vaccinated.
Thank you for calling Group Health Cooperative. This is Stacy.
Stacy Knott is behind the scenes, taking our calls.
Are you calling to schedule a COVID vaccine?
Sometimes more than 100 in a single day.
8 hours a day on the phones. What is your date of birth, please?
The reception team supervisor at Group Health Cooperative expects scheduling to get even busier.
Because it increases every time a group becomes eligible. Okay.
When getting shots in arms is just the tip of the iceberg.
Planning day to day on what schedules are going to be open, how far out are we going to schedule, how much vaccine did we get.
Just like being eligible is only the start.
There is a lot of demand for vaccine yet, especially here in Dane County.
Wherever you're looking to book an appointment, UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff suggests you use online portals when possible, though it's likely appointments won't be available.
Don't be afraid to check back later. Lots of times things change over the course of a few days.
When deciding where to get booked, it's easy to get overwhelmed. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services has a webpage mapping out every vaccination option.
That might be a more efficient way to figure out, who's vaccinated around you, how far would you have to travel, and kind of really make that ring around where you live and how far you're willing to go.
It is frustrating.
Bob Orick is willing to go the extra mile to offer a helping hand virtually.
We made a lot of assumptions that this would be easy, like, oh, the shot's here, let's go. Yeah, it doesn't turn out that way.
He's the creator of the Wisconsin Vaccine Hunters and Angels Facebook group we've introduced you to before. A sort of crowdsourcing for any and all vaccine information, alerting you when providers drop appointments and offering tips on booking.
It's that one-stop shop.
With thousands of members arming you with knowledge you might not get from a provider's website.
What shot they're supposed to have. What does it look like from a line standpoint? Do I have to wait a long time? Is there accessibility for, my grandma?
Since the group has blown up, Orick has had conversations with DHS and the governor's office. He's also hearing from doctors and healthcare providers.
They're asking us to kind of help guide them as well and their patients.
If there's one thing we've learned from the pandemic, that's how much we need each other.
Do not try to do this on your own if you're intimidated.
Whether it's a stranger over the internet.
Are you ready?
Or on the other end of a phone call.
I have had so many people crying on the phone and such a joyous conversation with them. I would say just be patient. Have a great day. We'll get you vaccinated. Thank you. Bye-bye.
A few more things that can help. Many providers have online wait lists or interest forms you can fill out. GHC recommends you do that before calling. SSM Health also has a new scheduling portal up as well. Now, when scheduling at, say, a pharmacy like Walgreens or Walmart, make sure you have an account already set up so that doesn't slow you down once you do find an appointment. And finally, you're able to turn on notifications for the Wisconsin Vaccine Hunters and Angels Facebook group once you're a member. So that'll make you able to see posts right away, letting you know where appointments are. Now, we have all of that and more on our website.
Maddie, thank you. More than a fifth of the state's population is now fully vaccinated. That includes 2/3 of people at least 65 years old. Today, we saw the highest number of new COVID cases in the state in 2 months. There were more than 1,000 new cases, and 137 of them were right here in Dane County. Another 68,000 people were vaccinated.
Wisconsin received 85,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccine doses this week, but it won't be nearly that much next week. A manufacturing error at J&J's Baltimore plant means everyone will be feeling the shortage. DHS thought Wisconsin would actually get more than this week's shipment, but now they're only expecting 10,000 doses next week, and some vaccinators are feeling the pinch.
When the allocation was large enough, we opened up our schedules and we expanded our operations, which is a great thing to allow us to vaccinate as many people as we can. But now for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we will likely go back to our baseline.
SSM Health says it won't cancel appointments, but will vaccinate a lot fewer people. The state is worried shipments are actually going to continue decreasing the following week.
A new report shows the federal government was warned last summer about the troubled vaccine plant in Baltimore. The New York Times reports the government was told last summer about staffing and quality control problems there. Over the weekend, Johnson & Johnson said it had tightened oversight of operations at the plant.
Well, the showers, at least for the time being, have ended in the backyard. The ground is still wet, though, and we've got more showers that'll probably be on the way. Let's take a look at the time-lapse from the WISC Skycam. You can see some off-and-on showers, and then even a couple of patches of blue sky coming through at some point during the day, but the clouds and the showers went out as we head into the evening. On Doppler track, the evening showers are lifting more toward the northwest, so they're clearing north of Dane County over toward Wisconsin Dells, Richland Center, and heading out toward the La Crosse area. There's a little bit of a break to the south of us, but more showers will probably move in later on tonight. High temperatures today in Madison, a little cooler than yesterday, but still above average. 63 the high here. Janesville hit 66, but then the showers moved through, and now temperatures have dropped into the upper 40s. And these temperatures will probably hold nearly steady. Upper 40s to around 50 degrees overnight. By morning, we'll probably start out around 48 degrees. Some off and on showers during the day tomorrow. Not a continuous rain, but keep the umbrella handy. Tomorrow's high temperature at 58 degrees. Cool weather is on the way for the start of next week. I'll have more details on weather in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. New at 10, a UW-Madison international student is out 10 grand after being scammed by someone claiming to be from Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Police say the 19-year-old was getting calls from a person spoofing a local ICE phone number. The caller told the student they would be arrested and deported unless they paid a fine through a bank transfer and gift cards. Now, police say ICE agents and local police would never call people about their immigration status, and agents would not request information or money over the phone. Anyone who gets a scam call should report it to the Department of Homeland Security by calling that number there at the bottom of your screen.
Next tonight, President Biden is taking action on his own in an effort to curb gun violence. It comes after a few weeks of several high-profile mass shootings in Georgia and Colorado.
But the president's moves are sure to face opposition from Republicans and gun rights advocates. CBS News' Deborah Alfarone reports from the White House.
President Joe Biden laid out a series of executive actions he's taking to enact new gun safety measures.
Gun violence in this country is an epidemic, and it's an international embarrassment.
Today's actions include orders for the Justice Department to draft red flag legislation that states can model to keep guns out of the hands of people facing mental health issues. The department will also have 30 days to create new rules addressing ghost guns, self-assembling weapons that require no serial number. And President Biden wants a 60-day review of how stabilizing braces for pistols are regulated.
Real people on both sides of the aisle want action.
The White House is also calling on Congress to act, starting with 2 background check bills that the House has already passed.
Both bills face Republican opposition in the evenly divided Senate. But in a statement released Thursday, GOP Senator Pat Toomey said, "If done in a manner that respects the rights of law-abiding citizens, I believe there is an opportunity to strengthen our background check system."
They've offered plenty of thoughts and prayers, members of Congress, but they've passed not a single new federal law to reduce gun violence.
The president is also nominating David Chipman to lead the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Chipman is a former ATF agent. He's also been a gun control advisor to the organization set up by former Arizona Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. She survived a deadly mass shooting 10 years ago. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
And the president also calling on Congress to pass an assault weapons ban. In a statement, the top House Republican Kevin McCarthy says his caucus will oppose President Biden's actions, which he calls an infringement on the right to bear arms. President Biden says those charges are, quote, phony arguments.
Biden's calls for action comes as 2 more shootings gain national attention. Authorities in South Carolina are trying to figure out what led former NFL player Philip Adams to allegedly kill a prominent doctor, his wife, 2 grandchildren, and another man yesterday. Police say Philip shot and killed himself today after he was confronted by authorities.
There's nothing about this right now that makes sense to any of us. If we can succeed in that, in answering some why questions, it will certainly relieve the minds of the families.
The doctor who was killed, Robert Leslie, was well known in South Carolina and wrote books about his work in the ER. One person is dead and at least 5 others injured after a workplace shooting in Bryan, Texas this afternoon. That is about 100 miles northwest of Houston. A state trooper was also shot while chasing after the suspect. Police believe the shooter was an employee of the business. Texas governor says he is praying for the victims and for the injured officer.
The cause of George Floyd's death became a focal point today in the trial of former police officer Derek Chauvin. A renowned pulmonary expert took the witness stand on the 9th day of the proceedings. He broke down moment by moment the last minutes of George Floyd's life.
The last breath he took was at 20:25:16. Then we know after that he stayed on the street for another 3 minutes or so.
The doctor testified those actions nearly completely closed a portion of George Floyd's airway and crushed his lungs, making it impossible for him to get enough oxygen.
Mr. Floyd died from a low level of oxygen, and this caused damage to his brain that we see, and it also caused a PEA arrhythmia that caused his heart to stop.
The doctor also said Floyd's pre-existing conditions did not play a role in his death. That's because a healthy person would have also died in that same situation. Chauvin's team has said Floyd died because of a drug overdose and pre-existing conditions.
In more local news, food pantries are getting ready to serve more people beginning next month after the state Supreme Court struck down Governor Evers' emergency order. Starting in May, the state will lose more than $50 million each month in emergency supplemental food share benefits. DHS says if the court let the emergency order last for one more day, food share members would have been covered through May 31st. Local pantries say you can help them by donating food and money. The city of Madison will convert all street lights to LED. It's part of a 3-year plan leaders announced today. The current lighting system costs about $1.2 million each year to run. Officials say the average lifespan is 2 to 3 years. LED lights will save about $300,000 a year and last at least 12 years. The upfront cost will be $3.1 million, but it will be paid back through energy savings in about a decade.
Still ahead tonight at 10, the Labor Department shares a less than encouraging jobs report. Plus, one Democratic senator says he isn't sure his party should be pushing legislation through Congress without bipartisan support. We'll have the details after the break.
It's Slumberland's Build Your Room sale. Look what you can get for only $20, $30, $40 a month. Some options for your living room, just $20 a month when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
During Madison Lighting Spring Sale, take 15% off everyday low prices. Every brand, every ceiling fan, every home accent. Sale prices on Hudson Valley and Visual Comfort, including Kelly Wurstler, Suzanne Kassler, Kate Spade, and many more. Find inspiration and shop the website. Or shop the Madison Lighting Showroom on Watts Road, Madison. The spring sale ends Monday.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't want your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
With iCare, you can receive up to
$1,200 in over-the-counter benefits to buy brand name and generic products. Shop in-store or get the items delivered free from our catalog. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for your health needs.
Oh, my back. Hey, Dylan, need a mattress? Look what you can get at Slumberland for just $20, $30, $40 a month.
I love choices.
And you'll pay no interest for 5 years. The huge Sealy sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Hi, folks. Coming up Friday on News 3 Now this morning, we check out the State Street Noodles and Company, why it's a unique building for that company. And Chris Reese is updating our rain chances for the weekend. We'll see you starting at 4:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Unemployment claims are on the rise once again. The Labor Department says claims reached 744,000 last week after falling to 658,000 2 weeks ago. That's much higher than economists predicted after a positive March jobs report. Analysts hope unemployment will drop as more businesses open in the spring and summer months. President Biden hopes his $2 trillion jobs plan will help millions of Americans get back to work.
But first, he's facing some pushback from Democratic Senator Joe Manchin. In a Washington Post op-ed today, Manchin spoke out against Democrats' use of the budget reconciliation process. He called it a dangerous precedent that will be used by both parties to pass sweeping legislation every time there is a change in political control. The budget reconciliation process allows the Senate to pass certain spending legislation with a simple majority instead of the 60 votes typically required to break a filibuster. In the current Senate, that gives Democrats the ability to pass laws without any Republican support. Manchin's position is significant. Without his support, Democrats will not have the 50 votes needed to push Biden's plan through.
U.S. Senator Ron Johnson getting pushed to seek a third term next year. Former President Trump offering his, quote, total endorsement to Senator Johnson today. Senator Johnson told the Associated Press he appreciates the former president's word of support, but doesn't feel any pressure to make a decision anytime soon. Several Democrats have already gotten into that race, including Bucks executive Alex Lasry and Outagamie County executive Tom Nelson.
Okay, if you were planning to take a trip to Yosemite National Park this summer, you're going to have to plan ahead. The National Park Service says reservations will be absolutely mandatory starting May 21st through the end of September. The goal is to manage the number of visitors and reduce the spread of COVID-19. It is the same reservation system the park used last summer and again during the winter. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti is here now with a look at your first warn forecast.
Well, we've had some rain off and on today, and the next couple of days should be pretty similar weather-wise. We'll see some showers, but also some periods of dry weather as well. Time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville shows the showers coming through, and then some sunshine even mixing in with the clouds a little bit, and then a few more showers coming through as we headed into the early evening hours. On high-resolution radar, you can see a pretty widespread area of light rain lifting north of Dane County now up toward Sauk County, Richland Center, the area around the Dells, and heading toward La Crosse. South of Madison, a little bit of a break, might be a little drizzle there, and some light showers that could be moving in the southern portion of Grant County, south of Platteville over the next couple of hours. Farther to the south, some more showers at times trying to develop across northern Illinois. Everything is rotating around an area of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which is right about over the Iowa-Minnesota state line. So to the west of it, everything's moving from north to south. On our side, south to north, and even back toward the northwest on the northern side of the storm system. Future track precipitation shows another surge of rain, perhaps later Saturday into Saturday night and early Sunday. That could bring anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rain from Madison on toward the south and east. The western parts of our viewing area, a little bit less rain, probably around ¼ inch or less. That was the area that has received the least amount of rain so far. Three things you need to know, though. Showers are in the forecast for Friday, Saturday into Sunday morning. Temperatures drop back into the 50s and will stay there through all of next week, and even lower 50s for high temperatures on Monday and Tuesday. But Monday night, at night, when temperatures drop into the middle 30s, even the possibility for a couple of flakes of snow to mix in with the showers. As we check out high temperatures today, a lot different than the last couple of days. 60s here, but that was early in the day, mainly 40s and 50s to our west, and then once you get past the clouds, temperatures are back into the 60s to around 70 degrees. Weather track shows a stubborn storm system just kind of sitting around in place because the jet stream is wrapping around it, and the main branch branch of the jet stream now starting to bypass it out toward the north. So it's kind of like a little whirlpool at the side of a stream. There's really nothing to push it along, at least for the time being. So it's just going to sit and spin until it gradually works its way down, weakens, and then the showers will start to come to an end. But there might be another little surge of moisture, like I say, in the late Saturday, early Sunday time frame. The main area of low pressure right on the Minnesota-Iowa state line, everything wrapping around it. So the next batch of showers to the south will probably be moving in here late tonight into tomorrow morning. For tomorrow, look for a high of 58, cloudy, a little cooler, some scattered showers. Future track, you can see those showers coming through tonight, then another little batch during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, a little bit of a break, still plenty of clouds, and then on Saturday, you can see a little surge of rain starting to come in from the south late in the day, and that's what could lead to the slightly heavier totals as we head into Sunday morning. 7 to 10 day forecast, though, once those showers end, we could see some sunshine later in the day with a high of 59. Temperatures upper 50s Monday, but dropping back into lower 50s for Tuesday and Wednesday. The shower chances go away for the middle part of the week and maybe come back toward the end of next weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. And just ahead in sports, an ace at Augusta, the shot that cost Tommy Fleetwood some money after the first round of the Masters. Zach's in next. He's got sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
For the DIYers looking for their next spring project, it's time to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet, where we have everything you need to fix up your yard, home exterior, or vehicle. Like $100 instant savings on this DeWalt table saw. Get $90 off this 20-gallon air compressor, $349.99. And new at Blaine's, Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action built for seating is $32.99 a bag.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
When 140-mile-per-hour winds come out of nowhere and try to wipe you off the map. When you look up and see sky where your roof used to be. When the power is out and stays out for 7 or 8 or 10 days. When the phone lines are down and the cell phones have all gone dead. You find out who your friends are. Because the worst brings out our best.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford proud. Now get an adventure-ready 2021 Explorer for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Who really has the best beef? Meet the facts. Fact. Hy-Vee standards are so strict, their cattle have to be hand-selected. And only about 6% of all beef is able to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6%. Many claim to have the best beef, but it's time to meet the facts. For more details on Hy-Vee's strict standards, go to meetthefacts.hyvee.com. Hy-Vee has the best beef guaranteed.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
There's been one thing that's driven the Wisconsin volleyball team this season. How last year ended, losing the final match of the college volleyball season and finishing national runner-up. It's what caused them to start 10-0. They got the Badgers through the COVID pause where they played just 3 matches in a span of 40 days. And it's what they're taking with them to Omaha as they plan to finish the job this time around.
It really is motivation for this tournament. And we're really excited to get that opportunity back because we were so close last year. This year, I think we're going in with that same confidence we went in last year, and we're just ready to play some good volleyball and to win games.
We've looked really, really good the past few days of practice. And so, yeah, I feel great with where we're at and where we're heading.
The Bucks wrapping up their 6-game West Coast road trip in Dallas. Giannis tonight, so Bobby Portis getting the start, and Portis produced the two-handed slam, part of his 20-point and 14-rebound performance. That gave the Bucks a 4-point lead, but the Mavs closed the game strong. Porzingis gives Dallas the lead for good with the triple. Bucks back home and back in action tomorrow against the Hornets. After throwing his name in the transfer portal, Nate Reavers has decided to take his name out and go turn pro. Wisconsin's all-time leader in block shots averaged 8 points and 3 rebounds per game in his final season in Madison. Meanwhile, Trevor Anderson taking his talents to the Missouri Valley. The former Badger guard announced he's transferring to Valpo. The Crusaders finished 7th in the MVC last season. Series opener between the Brewers and Cardinals. Colton Wong making his first trip back to St. Louis since being traded. Corbin Burns pitched 6 innings of shutout baseball for the Crew. He wasn't pitching in the 8th, and the Redbirds took full advantage. Nolan Arenado smashes the 2-run shot to left. Brewers fall 3-1 as a final. First round of the Masters was an expensive one for Tommy Fleetwood. On 16, he drops in an ace. It's the 23rd hole-in-one on 16 in Masters history, which is great. The bad part, per tradition, if you hit a hole-in-one, you have to buy a drink for all his fellow players. Justin Rose, one of those players, and he was dialed in. Rose carded 7 birdies and an eagle to sit atop the leaderboard. He's 7 under and heads into the second round with a 4-shot lead. We're back after this.
Still a youngster, so he faces that for his 3.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Menards is your outdoor headquarters. With 11% off everything, you can create your ultimate backyard getaway. Menards has a huge selection of decking, blocks, grills, outdoor furniture, and more. Head to the garden center and check out all the plants and soils you need to keep your garden growing strong. Create your ideal outdoor living space and save big money with 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
There are endless ways to see the world. But when it comes to actually getting there and experiencing every soul-changing corner of it, there's only one. The Jeep Cherokee.
Now during the Jeep Celebration event, get 0% APR financing for 84 months on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models. See your local Jeep dealer today.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Really? What do you think? After
Finally, after.
Almost did May, 27 years.
Yes.
Will ya?
Yes.
Really? Thank you.
Sealed with a kiss. A very special proposal today at the Monona Fire Department. The man there, Lawrence Flottmeyer. He had a heart attack while at work back in January. His co-workers gave him CPR before Monona Police, Fire, and EMS showed up and took over. He is now fully recovered and says he feels like he has a second chance at life. And he thought there was no better place than the fire station to give his thanks and propose to his girlfriend of 27 years. Congratulations.
Lawrence, 27 years, man.
Anything is possible, right?
And having a heart attack thrown in there as well.
It was like Canalti waiting for the Cubs to win a World Series. It was almost that long.
Every team can have a bad century, right? You know what we say? Well, tonight we've got some light showers. We could use the rain around here, and we've had some steadier rain earlier this evening. That's lifted back toward the north and west. There's a little bit of a break with more showers that will be coming in from the south later on tonight. Temperatures have dropped into the upper 40s. These temperatures will probably hold nearly steady about where they are now overnight. So look for a low of about 48. Some off and on showers tomorrow. High temperature at 58. And then we can see those temperatures staying in the 50s, even low 50s early next week, a little bit below normal with some shower chances thrown in as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.